Avengers, my Slash, and welcome back to Lethal Wars. Today, well, it's a simple chicken and fight. I didn't do anything for Sunday, so we're actually missing one mission. But it was going to be a villain mission to begin with, so I wasn't going to bother fighting. So, 3 boxes quickly. Alongside... I accidentally opened the noble box that was there, but... it wasn't much. I was going to screenshot it in case, but it wasn't anything special. We don't need more Sudoku shots, we already have them fully unlocked. Yeah, okay, nothing special. Still, we're not going to be collecting the missions yet. There's one more, and then the, well, not backing down actually returns tonight. And that's when the last mission appears, and I'll just be able to claim it the moment the box appears. But that'll require completing the mission anyway. Which is probably going to be Forever Red. I think. Still, got Fern again. This is what the shop looks like here. We still need 11,000 coins for that if we want an epic, but we're not needing them anymore. We actually have a character for every class now. And Fern just needs to continue training. So we get the boxes, we get into maybe Ruby if we can eventually deal enough damage. To beat the new highest, we still need a roughly... decent chunk of medals, but yeah. We'll use Fern today. I didn't show the corruption zone, but there should be 5 boxes, so I am perfectly fine with dealing a lot of extra fights. And the first opponent is Leo. What do we... you know what? We'll jump! He gets slapped to the ground because he's in the air. Yeah, that works. Well, we back away. Ah, nope. Okay. Q system didn't let me do anything there either. And they likely recovered because they probably know what to do. So, breaker. Yep, there it is. Yeah, they'll probably go ahead with a strike again. No, Savage Claw. No, still in the air. Yeah, here's them doing that much damage. Not a combo. Savage Claw. And Solana strikes. No. Yeah, okay. Gonna let it burn. Not from the looks of it. Solana slashes. I've not used the super yet. Come on. There we go, that's what we need to see. Let's see what you do. We wait. We jump! They'll probably... yeah, there we go. That works. And we'll just use another slash. And now we super! And that's the first on for this match because it is a very unreliable state.
KO, you win!
The only use I'll even see about it is if it's a fair match already. Otherwise, I'm not going to be able to do anything with it, because, seriously. Here's another example, and I continue. You really didn't need the crit, you know that. You really didn't need that crit. They're on fire for barely any damage, so that's not the block. Can you? No. Basically impossible to just have no defense.
KO, you lose.
Blake, regular block, Blake. Yeah, this person has too many blocks. I'm still not going to be allowed to continue. You can dodge the first hit, but that depends on what they do now. Yep, nope. There we go. And Savage Claw! We dodged you! With that, yep, you trying to continue. It's not going to help. This time we'll actually use the super early. Whirling Winds. We just need to make the thing waste, but... yeah, if I just backdash, it's not gonna help me. Mistake on my part, and maybe I could have pressed Savage Claw there. Okay. Well, let's see what we got here. Let's see. Savage Claw! Up you go! Okay, Rising Storm will at least keep them from doing anything. Whirling Winds. And again! You're not gonna get up like that other person did in the previous video. Back away. We can block this one. Gonna wait. And okay, fine. Let's see. You're gonna be greedy? You're gonna go for the super? Yes, they are. Okay, this works for me. Do what you want. Try. Yeah, you forgot. You forgot who you're fighting. Let's see. So, I get rid of this. And strike them! Without paying attention! Burst Snatcher! Chain Cannons! And we got it again.
KO, you win!
And another Leo. Weird thing is, why is it another putty? How much health do you have? 27! Not too much. Let's see, another solo slashes. No, not good enough. But you're too slow? No. Okay, 7. Primary. Okay. Block, breaker, no. Block, strike. And then you try and stop it. Okay. So let's see here. Solo rising. You're right into it. Pursuit claw. Gonna launch you. And chain cannons. With that, can hit you with a bird snatcher. That's what I mean. You can see how little time by comparison. You actually cancelled. And okay. Well, at least I have my breaker, so let's see what kind of combo you got. Yep, there we go. They also don't do any damage now. Go ahead. Yeah, no, I can just wait. I can just wait that one out. So, let's see. You get slashed, and Pursuit Claw. Yeah, great job, Leo.
KO. You win.
Okay, so we also finished the mission. Now, I'm actually going to delay a bit, but for you guys, it's just going to be a quick skip. So I'm going to wait until the mission's back, and then I'm going to continue. Well, that looks like someone's going to have a decent bit of HP. 37. Okay, Pursuit Claw. We'll wait till, yep, there we go. And Savage Claw again. That was the interrupt their breaker. If they'll have one. Okay, poke. We can dodge those. We have dodge properties to begin with. Nope. We poke. And fine. Seriously, that just... Really? And then I don't do anything. Okay. Well, let's get rid of this. Only a stagger. Only a stagger. And I'm in the air. Yep. Just... No! Get stunned! And poke! Yeah, nope. Way too early. That didn't help me.
KO. You lose.
Well, that was basically expected. Also just continue doing what I was doing at the start, which was literally just hit them. There we go. We dodged the first hit, and the recovery wasn't too much. Pursuit Claw! Nope. Okay. And I could just press the super there. I could have just countered their breaker with my own. Here we go. Nope. Of course. We'll dodge the first hit, though. Solo slashes. Let's see. So I do have a strike, so I can stop their nick. No. There's your block. And fine. Who would have guessed? Who would have guessed it was just going to be that? We've entered the States, but yeah. Means nothing. It means nothing.
KO. You lose.
Yep, okay. Well, now we have someone that's a complete different mismatch. All the way in crystal instead of, even. What even? Why? Okay, so simply put, for some dumb reason, no input wanted to register. Get launched! And chain cannons. With that, bird snatcher! And I went back away. We're going to fly, or... No. That's not happening. We can just stand here now. No. Listen, I used a regular block. That doesn't mean you can just press a strike. You know very well I have my own block attack. Rising, solo rising. Nope, of course. Nope. You'll be dragged. And Walling wins. Let's see. Looks like he didn't get the sledge again. So, chain cannons. With a shotgun nunchucks.
KO. You win.
Well, that's sad. At the same time, that's the new highest, and this is our next opponent afterwards. So we're just guaranteed to lose those medals that we just got. Anyway, no, we jump. Yeah, we can't break it. Can't break the system with that one. Let's see. Go ahead, get your super. Yeah, it starts just going up way faster. Why not? Why wouldn't it? Another one, and now the breaker, right? No. It's gonna be one after, is what's gonna happen.
KO. You lose.
Hopefully I do find them again so they get the chance to take the medals back, since we're basically even to an extent. So, we'll roughly get the same amount. And okay, fine. In range. Did you activate the super state? No. Okay, game. You're going to teleport around is what's gonna happen here. Fine, Rising Storm. And strike you down. Whirling Winds. And strike you down again. Rising Storm. Not paying attention. Okay. Yep, that assist was likely. Here we go. Pursue Claw. Nope. You've been interrupted. The only problem is we have to dodge her own assist at this point. There we go. Pursuit Claw. We'll do the same thing again. Casey, you can appear. And not hit. And okay. There they go. We dodge. Again. Up you go. And get launched. No Casey's allowed. And okay. We have no energy. We have no energy and yeah. You can't cancel it and yeah. Middle slot blocked off.
KO. You lose.
Yep, multiple blocks in fact. So no rotation in the primary slot. Completely lost me the match there. Yep. Okay, you can go on fire. I don't need to add a dash there, but they did nothing. Okay. That's your block. I canceled. Well, that didn't help. So what are you gonna end up doing? Yeah, I'm in the air. Great, they can just fly. At least Boy Sandra works. So we poke. There we go. That's your block. You do it again? No, no Billy allowed. Let's see if I can get the Nick assist. Nothing yet. Okay. Chain cannons. You bounce. And Rising Storm. They'll probably try and fly. So, again, yep. You're not gonna get a combo here if you fail. And up we go. You're gonna fly. Nope, they don't rotate. Of all things, you just get what you need.
KO. You lose.
Nope, no timing thrown off at all. Anyway, it's this guy. Was he Ruby or did he actually... Was he in Sapphire? I'm hope. Okay, at that point I question whether or not I accidentally threw him out. When he didn't. At the same time, connection failed. Let's see here. So, chain cannons and bird slasher. Set up the breaker so we can just try and. Yep, there we go. And no. Good cancel from them. Let's see what combo they have. Astronomer. Crit, of all things, so just being rude. Just being rude now. Pursuit Claw. And we strike them. Nope. And I'm going to get to block instantly. Seriously, the fact that I'm hitting them and I'm not even getting the ability to just press what I'm required to. Or press what I'm allowed to. That's a better way to put it. Stolen the slashes. Give me my block back. There we go. Back away. Just back away. Nope. Okay, there goes the cancel window. Go ahead. Nope. And they did nothing. Yeah, that almost whiffed, which is very concerning.
KO. You lose.
Okay, looking at it carefully, it's about time I use the super right. So right now, if I can time it, I do get the ability to just simply ignore some things. And not to mention if I actually have the super, I should use it when I'm basically full energy. That way the timer runs out by the time the combo's over. So that should be the best possible timing. That way, I don't get left vulnerable with a strike that can't hit the opponent. So right about here should be good. And Bird Snatcher. And that is useless. The middle slot blocked off. Whirling Winds. And strike it down. There we go. And now we're expecting Leo. Nope. But that block didn't help them. So we're gonna have to dodge this strike next. And way too late. Get your super. Think you can press it. I dare you. Nope. Okay. Well, that works for me. We'll use a Pursuit Claw. And you get knocked out.
KO. You win.
The only real concerning part is I do need to look into a combo that perfectly runs out the duration while also still working well. Because if I just use the middle slot, I'm going to be out of the super state way too soon. So, Savage Claw. Nah, Rocky. Someone's watching. Let's see. Expect something special. They hit me during the breaker state only. So that block was just wasted. Very much at least useful, but I have too little energy to do anything, so we will have to use the super against Casey. something that doesn't want to exist. Yep. 6 energy spent. Recovering 2. Probably 1.5. Right here, another one, and no, don't want to rotate at all, huh? Wow. Really? Well, we're going to just be wasting your time. We're just going to be wasting your time. And great. Something can't reach.
KO. You lose.
Yeah, okay. Out of range. Why do I have to use the cancel there? I want to waste as much time as possible on their super state, while also using mine. But I guess that's not going to be the case. Let's see here. So, Pursuit Claw, Savage Claw, hit you with a Flying Cake. And at that point, I probably should have just hit them with a Poisandra afterwards, but no. There's your block. Okay, block that one. And Pursuit Claw. Okay, they do nothing, but what's the assist that you actually have? You can dodge most of the damage. It also threw them off, it seems, but yeah. Pursuit Claw. Get set on fire. With that, we'll launch. And Burst Snatcher. Into a Whirling Winds. Still in the air. And we're still in the super state, so yeah, KC ruins everything. And I can't use Poisandra.
KO. You lose.
Yep, couldn't get out of that one. I don't think I have the energy yet, but even then, didn't help. So, we block. Yep, very much expected. We'll launch. And with that, Whirling Winds. This one, at least, works to an extent. So you gonna fly again? Yeah, you can't hit them. They're not far enough away. Question whether or not if I use it soon enough it will work. Whether or not they're high enough is still the question. Dodge! And Solar Rising, you're in range. And we'll just use it again. We don't need the super. We don't need the super for this one.
KO. You win.
Oh, that was expected the moment I saw Sheba grow. Okay, so there is one thing. I just need to deal damage, but I don't care how many matches there is right now. I'm basically just doing damage until the mission is complete. And right now, yeah. Well, at least that does something. It did something. Poke. There you go. Block that one. Strike you down. Solar Slashes. They're probably going to use Magna. No. Okay, nothing yet. Nothing yet. But I still need to be able to dodge their breaker. Okay then, fine. We'll activate the state again and just knock you away. And of course, they're just ready to press a button. There's Magna. Stay out of range? No. Can't be out of range. And great, they just get to keep their energy. And they got a crit. Good enough, I can hit them once. That's all that's needed there. Dodge that. Continue. Let's take a bit of a risk there. Okay. Why did that look so weird?
KO. You lose.
I'd rather say it was my character that looked weird, not them. They just did strike into block, but whatever happened to mine is something else did. Hello? Yeah, there it is. Why even bother just not reacting to their next move? It's pretty obvious they're gonna rush towards when they have done literally nothing. Savage Claw, and you know what? Primary slot it is. Rising Storm. Strike down. Whirling Winds. We have a strike at least. That was very much taking a risk there going by the rotation rules, but of course that happens. Okay. Still in the air. And you got a crit on the last hit. Will that matter? Not this time. Yet. And then you don't rotate.
KO. You lose.
Well, if I manage to get the win, at least stay at 3,700. But now I just need to deal enough damage. Yep, still in the air. And it doesn't just drop down to the ground. You're gonna kick again? Yep, expected. And last it's gonna do more damage, because why not? Why shouldn't it? Yeah, okay. Did you recover? Not from the looks of it yet. So here's the chain cannons. And great, blocked off. Just blocked off. Back away. You're kicking the air, even against a female hurt box. Great. You really don't need those crits either.
KO. You lose.
Yeah, it's not even done. Saying in this match, this opponent's not gonna be fair. Half. Half fair. They have Ryu, which means they basically have to be old enough of an account to ever seen that type of offer. And now, it's just gonna be those characters, and especially since now I just get blocked off in the middle slot twice. Anyway, Pursue Claw into Bed Snatcher. For that, Rising Storm. With this one, we're just wasting time. That's all I can do. I can use the Strike State, and that's all I can do. Yeah. Thing didn't wear off in time. Savage Claw. Not gonna pay attention. Okay, have a block. Does it seem likely? Nope. Come on. Okay, there it is. And you ignored it. You ignored it. Okay. Well, Pursue Claw, and you get launched. For that, Whirling Winds, you should not be able to survive with 2,000 health. I know it does more than that at least. Seriously, what even was that? Just, even by the timing of the time freeze type effect, that was just wrong. How many matches was it even played? There was quite a bit of a gap at the beginning. Let's see. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Honestly, that's just the Corruption Zone all over again. This is just extra coins. That's the only reason I'm grabbing it. It's never going to give an epic. Missions are complete. And yeah. Well, I just ruined the next few days as well. Anyway, 3 Corruption Zone boxes collectible. Also, that said 8, so I'm just going to skip. How about this one? 9. We'll let it play. Legendary or Epic? Meh. I said legendary or epic, not epic or legendary. And useless. Never mind, I want to stack the thing, so we got a Katie. That's still useless anyway. We're not using that assist, nor do we plan to. Teleports back, yes. Not what we need. Oh, that's what's needed. Especially since it doesn't synergize with some other stuff. Anyway. Got nothing special here. Then maybe this one. Got the rare essence, at least from the Corruption Zone. So, 4% extra HP. Fern has reached challenge level for her talent tree. Alongside Poisandra. And Lauren is still quite a bit away. Okay. I need more rare essence. Antonio, what is your situation again? More blue essence. All rare essence needed. Yep, okay. Well, that's just another legendary 3 shards, because Vengex wanted to drop. But nothing special, even though it's Evox, that is still Beast Morphers. So, nothing on, no theme of a villain collection. Anyway, if you guys did enjoy the video, please make sure to give a like, comment if there's something you'd like to see, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to miss anything, and you want to score it in the description. Maybe some other thing, you can become one and have your name throughout streams at the end of videos, receive the links for thumbnails, as well as your inventory channels with priority. And until the next Power Rangers video. Goodbye!